And a special thanks and shout out to Community Ford Lincoln of Bloomington, Indiana, for allowing me to come out and film this 2005 Ford Explorer SportTrac Adrenalin. Hello everyone. Today, let's take a detailed, in-depth walk-around look at this very nice and very well equipped for the time 2005 Ford Explorer SportTrac. This SportTrac is the top of the line Adrenalin trim level and is painted in bright red clear coat and features a medium and dark flint leather interior. First introduced in February of 2000 as an early 2001 model, the SportTrac set out to fill a gap between the Ranger Crew Cab that was not available in the North American market and the F-150 Super Crew, and would be the first midsize pickup from Ford. Based on a lengthened Explorer chassis, with a unique bed for the vehicle and sharing front end from the Explorer Sport, the SportTrac was a unique contender for the Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon, as well as the Nissan Frontier crew cabs. And while two-wheel drive was standard, this Adrenalin is four-wheel drive and uses Ford's Control-Trac electronically controlled two-speed transfer case with a dash-mounted rotary shift. It features shift-on-the-fly four-wheel drive. And power comes from the 4-liter 90-degree single overhead cam 12-valve Cologne V6 engine with flex fuel capability. It creates 210 horsepower or 205 horsepower on regular gas at 5,200 RPM, 240 pound-feet or 232 pound-feet on regular gas at 3,000 RPM. And while obviously not a performance vehicle in any stretch, for those curious, it is good for 0 to 60 miles per hour in 9.3 seconds, with 0 to 100 miles per hour in 29.2 seconds. It can clear the quarter mile in 16.8 seconds at 83 miles per hour. Fuel capacity is 22.5 US gallons, and running on E85 fuel, the SportTrac consumes 9.1 gallons per 100 miles driven, with EPA economy ratings of 10 miles per gallon city, 13 miles per gallon highway, and 11 miles per gallon combined. On regular unleaded fuel, the SportTrac consumes 6.7 gallons per 100 miles driven, with EPA economy ratings of 13 miles per gallon city, 18 miles per gallon highway, and 15 miles per gallon combined. Transmission is Ford's 5R55E electronically controlled 5-speed automatic with overdrive. With its powertrain setup and a 4,349-pound curb weight and a 5,840-pound gross vehicle weight rating, the SportTrac can tow 5,040 pounds with a maximum payload of 1,491 pounds. Featuring a wheelbase of 125.9 inches and an overall length of 205.9 inches, the SportTrac has a 6.7-inch ground clearance with a front overhang of 34.6 inches and a rear overhang of 45.4 inches. If one is taking the vehicle off-road, the Adrenalin sports a 26.7-degree approach angle, a 23.1-degree departure angle with a 22.4-degree ramp breakover angle. The unique bed of the SportTrac is a stamped steel 4-foot box with a composite bed liner. This Adrenalin is equipped with the optional locking 2-piece hard tonneau cover and a 180-degree swing-out bed cage extender, which increases the open box length to 6 feet. Despite the unique appearance of the vehicle, in profile the design is quite harmonious. While the cab is borrowed from the standard 4-door Explorer, the rear doors of the SportTrac are unique to the design of the bed. Steering is hydraulically assisted rack and pinion with 3.3 turns lock-to-lock and a 21.5-foot turning circle. Wheels are 16-inch 5-spoke chrome wheels. Tires are Yokohama Geolandar HTS and measure 255/70 R16 on all four corners. brakes are four-wheel disc brakes with ABS, with front suspension being independent short-long arm torsion bars with anti-roll bars. Rear suspension is a rigid axle with semi-elliptical leaf springs and anti-roll bars. Up front, the Explorer SportTrac shares its front-end design with the Explorer Sport SUV variant with the split-bar front grille and side nostrils, black honeycomb inserts, and low-mounted fog lamps. Inset in the lower bumper are the tow recovery hooks. Headlamps are automatic and feature large clear lens units with chrome bezels, halogen lamps, and halogen turn indicators. This vehicle is also equipped with the optional front bug deflector. Alright, let's take a look inside. Now, this vehicle does not have a remote start or smart key access, obviously, but inside this vehicle is in very, very nice condition. The previous owner took very nice care of it. Pretty much standard Explorer on the door cards, the dashboards, and the seats and interior, basically. Of course, this vehicle is equipped with power mirrors, power windows, and power door locks. It does have remote keyless entry as well. Six-way power driver's seat with heated seat controls, adjustable lumbar support. And you've also got manual seat back adjust. The vehicle does feature two-tone leather, automatic headlamp controls with fog lamp controls. You also have your instrument panel dimming switch and a leather-wrapped tilt steering wheel. Seats are very nice and supportive, and the head restraints do feature the Adrenalin logo embossed in the leather. You also have height adjustable seat belts. More lateral support in the seats would have been nice, however. Alright, let's pan through the interior and show more details. As you can see, the power steering is nice and fluid. This vehicle does feature cruise controls mounted on the steering wheel. Full white face instrumentation that lights up green at night. It does feature digital readouts for the odometer and trip odometer. And panning over the top of the dash, you can see there's no cracks or tears or anything like that. It's in very, very nice shape. Typical of the Explorers of this era, at the top you do have the two large air vents. You've also got your SportTrac shift on the fly transfer case, power point. You've also got your breezeway window, and we'll demonstrate some of the features here. It does have a 2-inch vent, and you can also roll it up and down via the switch. It is reminiscent of the Mercury and Lincoln breezeway windows of the 50s. And it's a nice form of ventilation for the truck. And take a look at the Pioneer head unit on the radio. As you can see, it is not aftermarket. That's actually a factory unit. And of course, you have your climate controls down below. Nice full console with dual cup holders and storage. You've also got a padded center armrest with a deep amount of storage. It's also important to note that the Explorer SportTracs have a rubber floor. They do not have carpeting. However, this vehicle is equipped with the carpeted floor mats. Alright, and overhead you have automatic dimming rearview mirror. You've also got the overhead map lamps, overhead console with outside temperature, and as well as compass display. And you can cycle it between metric and Fahrenheit. Sunroof control. You've also got overhead or sun visors with non-illuminated vanity mirrors. and they do swing out, but they do not slide. On the A-pillars, you do have passenger assist handles. Alright, let's take a look at the rear seat. Entry to the rear seat is actually very easy despite the shape of the doors. The rear seat does seat 3 across. Standard, it does feature 60/40 split folding seats with high adjustable head restraints on all passenger seating areas. The two-tone leather continues in the rear. As you can see, it's a pretty nice place to be. The seats are very comfortable. Nice amount of headroom. You do have outboard reading lamps for the outboard seats. Seatback mat pockets in the backs of the seats. You've also got rear climate control vents with panel distribution, fan speed control. You've also got pop-out cup holders. And as stated before, while the SportTracs do feature 60/40 split folding seats, the Adrenalins do not feature that because of the left-hand seat below it containing the amplifier and subwoofer for the premium sound system. So just the right side seat folds flat. just a quick look at the bedside cargo tie-down hooks, as well as the hard locking tonneau cover. And with a 32.4-inch ground to tailgate liftover height, the bed of the SportTrac is relatively useful despite its small size. Measuring 50 inches from bed wall to tailgate opening, the extender adds 24 more inches to equate to a 6-foot bed with a maximum cargo capacity of 29.6 cubic feet. Sporting 6 bedside 700-pound tie-down hooks and an additional 4 inside the box, there are plenty of places to secure cargo. Locking the tailgate and tonneau cover secures cargo from prying eyes. As you can see, there is a 12-volt power point. It is a fully composite bed floor and bed sides. And closing everything up is basically just reversing it by rolling the cage extender, closing and securing the tonneau cover, and closing the tailgate. Alright, this does conclude our in-depth review of the Ford Explorer SportTrac Adrenalin. If you liked this video and would like to see more like that, comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews. And as always, thanks for watching.